as a lady, have something in your hands. What skill do you have? What can give you money? Some people go into marriage with this rescue me mentality. Oh, I want to finish school and the next thing I want to do is I want to get married to a rich man that will take care of me.
I see some people that are saying, I just need a man that loves me passionately. I need a man that can take care of me. He's going to love me. Newsflash, love is blind, but marriage is an eye-opener.
I like that.
If a woman should choose between being financially independent and getting married first, which one do you think she's going to go for? Welcome to my channel. My name is Owodebe Miracle Chizaram, and in this space we have relatable topics about finance, lifestyle, faith, blogs, and all the rest. Today we are talking about finance and marriage. Women having their own money before entering marriage, or they should enter marriage before getting their money. I am not alone today. I have a guest and my sister. You know her, you might have seen her in all my videos, but I'll allow her to do the introduction of herself. Kindly introduce yourself to my viewers.
Hi, my name is Shalom, aka Oremi, and I was first on this podcast, but it's good to be here.
So, like I said, we're talking about finance, women with finance, and getting married. I am of the opinion that a lady should have her money first. I am not saying if you see a man, you should not get married, but you should have your money first before you get married. Yes. You're going to be hearing from Orem. You're going to hear what she's going to say. Do you believe that a woman should actually be financially independent before she get married?
So I do believe that a woman should be financially independent. So the thing is, when I say financially independent, I'm not saying you should reach the hallmark. I'm just saying have something in your hands. Have something that gives you income, especially if you're, in fact, wherever you are, because I don't want to say especially if you're in this country, right? But wherever you are, as a lady, have something in your hands. What skill do you have? What can give you money? Some people go into marriage with this rescuing mentality. Oh, I want to finish school and the next thing I want to do is I want to get married to a rich man that will take care of me. That's not bad because of course everybody wants to be taken care of. But I don't think anybody wants a liability. You should be able to afford some things, the basic things of life. You cannot wait for your husband to come back to buy matches,
To buy pie.
or to buy. Do you get? So have something doing. What do you have in your hands? Don't just go into marriage as a liability. Don't just go into marriage without a source of income, because
Without having anything.
that way there's just a lot that you would take in, right? Because you have nowhere, you have nothing to fall on. And honestly, well, it's my own stand, it's my own point of view. I stand to be corrected, but I feel like at some point one person will be tired. Either you are tired of always asking for money from one man, or the man is tired of always coming back to meet you asking him for money.
Exactly. Sometimes I actually wonder, because if we look at back in the days, our mothers, they had successful homes. I don't know how they coped then. They had successful homes and they were literally not doing anything. They were just sitting down waiting for their husband to come back, and their homes were actually peaceful. I'm thinking maybe there is something that they are doing that we aren't doing, because a home today that the woman is not doing anything, the man is going to actually not take her serious. Do you think there are something that they were doing before that we in our present world we are not doing, or we are just perfect?
So first things first is I can't say because I was not in the olden days, so I don't really know how their marriages ran. But I don't think that every woman that got married back then didn't have anything to do. And for me, my great grandma, as far as I can remember, because I met her, I think she had a shop where she was selling stuff. Of course, she didn't have like a big paying job, but she had a shop where she would sell small Maggi, pepper. So she had something doing, and she was just not relaxed waiting. And of course, I've heard stories of women who did, ashoke, who were
Yes.
sailors.
Yeah. They actually
But
had skills.
they
If they
had
don't have,
skills, even if
yeah.
they didn't have white collar jobs like we have today. But of course, there are other women which they didn't have anything and they just waited for their husbands to come home, and their marriages were still successful, and that's because the the finance is not really a guarantee that you would have a successful marriage. Yes, finance is
Yeah.
important, but it's
Yes.
not what guarantees a successful marriage. What guarantees a successful marriage is two people coming together, being compatible, tolerating, forgiving. It's just basically both of you learning each other, having to drop this part so that this person can be able to cope. Basically, coming together, trying to understand yourself, learning from each other to be able to live for the rest of your lives. That's what
Exactly.
guarantees a successful marriage. Yeah, maybe there were some women who did not have a source of income but had good marriages. That's because they were both good people, or they both learned to live together in peace and harmony. And honestly, I feel like most of those marriages in the olden days were based on endurance. The women endured a lot. And I feel like part of the reasons why they endured a lot is because they had nothing to go to,
Mm.
especially for the ones that didn't have a source of income. They had nothing to fall back to. Like, where am I going to? I think I've said enough, but that's basically what I'm trying to say.
If you're just joining us, today we are having Big Sis advice. We are talking to the ladies and telling them about finance and marriage, and then some things that people actually misinterpret. We are tackling that today. We are actually trying to solve if you can enter marriage without finance, or you should just enter marriage like that. And also, there's another thing we want to discuss in this podcast. We want to talk about love. We also want to talk about if love is enough for marriage. I actually know what she's going to say, but me, I'm going to say it first before she's going to say it. Love is actually not enough for marriage. It is not enough. I see some people that are saying, I just need a man that love me passionately. I need a man that can take care of me. He's going to love me. Newsflash. Love is blind, but marriage is an eye opener.
I like that.
Marriage is an eye opener. Marriage has 36 eyes.
Wow.
Whenever you are thinking that love is enough, think twice, because a lot of things is going to happen during marriage, and then you will see that the person that you are so much in love with is no longer your spec anymore. Remy, do you think that love is enough for marriage, or we should look for something to actually make our marriage spicy?
All right. So before I answer that question, I love that thing that you quoted. Love is blind. We always hear that saying that love is blind, but marriage is what opens the eye.
Yes.
All right. So I think she knows my answer because I say it a lot. I say it every time. Love is not enough, and well, I stand to be corrected, because it's. I think relationships are person based. Now, do I want to be loved? Of course. Do I want a man that will love me? Yes, I want a man that will love me like his life depends on it. Just love me. That should be your sole purpose in life after loving God. But honestly, we have to face the fact that love is not enough, because there are times where you would ask yourself, waiting carry me come meet this kind of man. Do you get? There are times where you would question your love. Yeah, there are times where that butterfly that was there won't be there anymore, and which is why we always would advise couples to try to spice up your marriage. Find things that you spark it up, that bring back
Yes.
those butterflies. Because love is not enough. Love can fade, but kindness is what stays. Besides love, you need a partner that is kind. You need a partner that is smart. You cannot just say you love someone and you're getting married to them, but they have a bad character, because you would need those things will matter. Those things will matter, especially when you spend the rest of your life with someone. Those things will matter. So for me, love is not enough. That's what I'll say. Love is not enough. Look for things before. Of course, go for love. Go for someone that loves you, someone that you love. But aside that, look for things that matter. Character. Very important. Character.
Exactly. The big sis advice I will be giving throughout this podcast is, one, make sure you have source of income as a lady before you enter a marriage. Even if you don't have a 9 to 5, at least a skill or anything, shop, anything, just make sure you have a source of income before you enter your marriage. The next thing we talked about is love. Is love enough? And we've made a point that love isn't enough. Make sure that before you enter marriage, you are prayerful, and you've prayed, and you see beyond love. See beyond love. Now, the next we'll be talking about is the social media, how social media has been affecting us as ladies, and affecting us, especially when we want to go into marriage, when we want to choose our right partners. We see social media as a tool that we want to use it to measure the way our life is going to be. We're here to tell you that social media shouldn't be something that you should use to measure your marriage. You are seeing their highlights reel. You are not seeing behind the scenes. Most of them are actually not smiling. They're not going to come out and tell you that their husband isn't treating them well. Before you enter marriage, be prayerful. Do not just enter marriage based on what you are seeing on social media. Do you think social media is affecting relationship currently, is affecting the minds of young ladies currently?
Of course, social media is an influence. Social media would always affect. Now, the thing is, there's a good side to it and there's a bad side. Social media is affecting relationships in a good way, in the sense that people come online and they see people with like situations like they're in, and they're able to take one or two advices and learn from it. And now there's also the adverse side of it, where you see that people start to compare their relationships with what they see on the social media. Let me just use this as an example. You meet a man and he has one pack, and all of a sudden you see Brother John on Instagram with chiseled abs and six pack, and now you're disturbing this young man that you met with one pack. Oh. You are now trying to force him to, you want it sharp, sharp, that you should just go and have that six pack. And this is not really about packs, but I'm trying to say that social media has also given people a reason to start comparing, which is a bad thing, because no marriage is the same, no relationship is the same, no friendship is the same. It is person based. Different people, different lives, different livings. If you would want to use the media, use it for a good course. Use it to learn. And one thing you should take while learning, one thing you should hold there is have a filter. Not everything people say applies to you. Not everything people would teach would work for you. Have a filter. Understand the person you're with. Understand the way your marriage is, the dynamics of your marriage, what works in it. And then you can now learn from social media. And then you look at this. Would this thing work? Is this man like this? Would he like this? And then you apply it. Also, limit the number of people you listen to on social media. Don't have a vast array of people that advise you, because it's going to throw you off balance. Because which one are you taking? And there's something about words, is that even when there's little, how do I want to put it? You have a filter, but sometimes there are some words that can break through that filter, especially when there are so many words. The more you listen, the more you bump into it, the more you pay attention to it. Somehow you're saying no, it's not hard things to work, but somehow it affects you, because these are gates, and sometimes those words find a way to seep in. What I'm going to say is, limit the number of people you listen to. Have one or two people that you're sure are sound, and listen to them. And even while listening to those people, have filters. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to be giving our last piece, our last word now. From the beginning, we've said a lot of things, but now we want to wrap it up so that you are going to take a piece home. If this has been a blessing to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, and then share to someone that really needs this. Our last piece of advice to women that is navigating money, relationship, and marriage is: do not compare your life with social media. Just as she has said, be careful with the people you listen to, and also do not use love to measure your standard when you want to choose your right partner. And also learn to live in the moment. Be happy with yourself. Learn to live in the moment. And also appreciate your process before you appreciate the results. Because if you fail to appreciate the process and you just want to see the results, you might not be happy with yourself. The last advice before we wrap it up.
So before I give my last advice, what I'm going to say is, I am not satisfied. I'm not certified to advise you. Look at it. I'm very single. I'm a single Pringle.
Okay.
Before people will drag me, because this girl dragged me here now. I don't want to be dragged further than this.
Oh God.
And when it comes to finances, my brothers and sisters, God is helping me. She's also helping me plus God.
Oh God.
You see that it's like a two-factor authentication kind of thing. I don't know how to advise you, but what I'm gonna say is live, love, laugh, enjoy life, learn. So it's four. Live, love, laugh, learn, enjoy life. Seek knowledge. Very important. Seek knowledge. Knowledge is one thing that would give you edge. That will give you an edge. Get into a room. Be curious about life. Now, it might not always seem rosy. There are times where you would not feel like you're doing it or you're getting it. And that's what I'll tell you. Be like David. Encourage yourself. You know that thing they said, there's light at the end of the tunnel. I always like to say, I'm coming with my own light. Because if you come with your own light, you will not be waiting for the light at the end of the tunnel. What is your own light? It is your ability to find joy, even in the chaos. Do things to make yourself happy.
Make you happy.
Encourage yourself. Live life. Enjoy life. Live in the moment, just like she said.
Yeah.
Do not think of the past or the future, because you have a God that owns tomorrow, that knows tomorrow, and you have a God that forgets the past. Be present in everywhere you find yourself. Just enjoy life, my dear. Enjoy life.
And then also learn to take care of yourself. Learn to
So
take care
spoil
of
yourself, because less of king will chop that money if you die.
Learn to take care of yourself. This is the end of Big Sis advice. We have come to the end of today's podcast. All right, thank you so much for watching. And just so you love you, see you in our next video for the next Big Sis advice. Do take care of yourself, and don't forget to comment and share. Take care of yourself. Bye.